Hey guys, Jimmy, and today we are back on Twitter once again, and this might be the final time before the game is actually released, for at least little teasers or whatever you want to call them. But pretty much, we're on Twitter again, also on the Loomian Studios account. It will be linked in the description down below if you guys want to go follow it. But anyway, as you can see, we finally have the last of the starters teasers or sneak peeks to what the evolutions look like, at least their silhouette. So obviously we have Dripple here, the last one. Like I said, people aren't really that interested in it, I guess. I mean, people just aren't a big fan of Dripple. I like Dripple. I personally am Weevil fan, but Dripple is a close second to me, especially. Looking at it, I can tell, or I already know people don't really like the second form, especially just the silhouette. It might be a lot better also once we have an actual look at it rather than just a silhouette, but it kind of looks hunched and it just kind of looks weird, to be honest. But the final form is interesting. People are pointing out that it looks something like Lantern, for example. Also the little, I'm not exactly too sure what the name of the fish are, but there's like, I think it's anglerfish. I think that's what Lantern is also based off of. So people are pointing it to be something like that with the little lights coming down from what do you even call that, like an antenna on its foreheads. So people are thinking it's like that, but also not really like a fish. It's more like a humanoid with the head of a fish. I'm pretty sure actually Ben 10 had something like this as well. I think it's like Ripjaw or something. I'll put him just on screen, but that's what people seem to be thinking of. That it's like Lantern, kind of like an anglerfish. At least that's what I believe is what you call it. But also, I guess you could say that I just thought about it. I guess it could potentially look like Ben 10's anglerfish monster. I don't really know where it actually is. I haven't watched Ben 10 for years. Like, goddamn, that has just. I don't think that's actually been a thing for years either. I don't know if anyone even still watches that, or even if the show's still going on. But pretty much, we're also here. So, typing wise, at least for the final evolution, we don't know if the second forms are going to get a second typing, or if it's just the final forms. Also in Pokemon, usually it's the only final forms. They might change it up here. Most people are thinking water ice, which also would kind of suck. We're seeing so many water ice types in Pokemon. That's just like the typical secondary typing for most water types. So hopefully it's not that. Other people are thinking electric. Also, again, pointing back to Lantern from Pokemon, also a anglerfish with the little light ball that's like dangling from its forehead. And people are saying that, oh, it could just be electric, very similar to that, which also inflicts with Weevolts. And people are saying that, no, it's not the case, because also then it's fairly similar to, then it shares electric, which also is the same stat as Weevolts. Also, what people are saying, it could potentially be light, which is another interesting one, because also if you think about the anglerfish, again, I don't know if that's the actual name for it, but they live in the depths of the ocean where it's like pitch black, and they have this ball of light dangling from its foreheads, and it uses its own light to be able to see, which I don't actually know if they're blind or not, but it's pretty much like to lure things in. So thinking about that, there could also be a light type with that in mind. It could be electric if they want to go like the Lantern routes. There could be ice. Also, water and ice just goes pretty well together. It could also potentially be dark from having, again, going back to the anglerfish thing, which I was saying, like that. Yeah, it can portray its own light to see things, but it also could be portrayed as a dark type. Because also then from that it can lure other creatures in for food, stuff like that. Although dark is probably, if it's either between dark and light, it'll probably be light rather than dark. But people are mostly saying, I believe, that it's going to be ice or electric. But we'll have to see. I'm not really too sure what other people are thinking. Again, it could actually be like water and ground, or I think it's earth in this game, which also is rock and ground put together. Kind of like a Swampert mix. It kind of looks like it has the build of a Swampert, like fairly chubby and stuff like that. So not really too sure. But I did actually put a post up on YouTube about the what people actually are going to think of what the typings actually are. I'll quickly refresh. So most people are thinking it is going to be water ice. Some people think water electric, and obviously what other people think it could be like an anglerfish. So again, water psychic. Anything, think about psychic. Psychic, potentially. I feel like it'd be mostly light, ice, or electric. Maybe like, yeah, like light, psychic. No, not psychic. Light, ice, or electric. Those are the three typings most people are thinking. Psychic could be interesting, though. We haven't seen that yet. And obviously, if we think about it, we don't know if, for example, we're in a Eaglet's Light, we're in a Weevil's Electric. Are they going to have starters cross over with each other? So maybe Dripple could be water light or water electric, but then also Weevil is electric or Eaglet's light. So do they really want to do that? We don't know yet, to be honest, until the game really comes out. So it'll be fairly interesting to see what they're going to be doing with that. But that's pretty much where I'm going to wrap it up. Like I said, I did actually leave a poll on the community tab on my channel if you guys want to go submit your thoughts about Dripple's final evolutions. Again, I really like Dripple. It is my second favorite. Pretty much for me, I like all the starters, to be honest. I love Weevil the most, and Dripple to me is a close second, and then the rest of them, they're just like, yeah, they're just close. They're all just third in my opinion. So I like all of the starters, but for me, I prefer Weevil, and then also the close second is Dripple. So let me know in the comments down below what is your favourite starter. Now we've got all of the evolution teasers, and let me know which one you think you'll be copying it now, since also we've seen what they all, or at least we have an idea of what they will look like. So from now on, we're just waiting now for the reveal date. It looks like they did say that they will be tweeting out a week before the game is released, saying that, okay, the game will be out in a week's time. So now we're just really waiting for that tweet. I don't think they'll be doing anything else to like reveal or leak before the game is out now, because also they've given us quite a lot of information, so we'll just have to wait and see pretty much now. Anyway, I'm gonna leave off here. I'll see you guys next time.